always talking routines that requires money. Yeah, money. You can do what you want to do. Hello.
You finish, you want to do shamat.
What's that? What's chamat? Hmm? Whose phone is ringing?
And the way she want they talk, she won't come they increase the matter again.
You mean to the person?
Eh?
You mean to the person?
Say the guy do this, do that. Say he does the talk. I can't share the help am because I don't learn my lesson too. You want to do graga? Oh God. When they catch you and they say they cheat.
Hello. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a beautiful afternoon. Please tell me where you are connecting from, where you're chatting from. My name is Uwaoma and this is Uwaoma Iro TV. You're watching me from Nigeria. So please let's introduce ourselves. Yusuf. Hi Yusuf. How are you doing? If this is your first time joining my channel, please click on the subscribe button. Yusuf, how are you doing? Hi, Peter. How are you? Good to have you here. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm super excited to have all of you here. Please click on the subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button. Double tap on your screen to like. Hi, Busi Dabu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name well. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing your name properly. Welcome to the live stream. You guys are all welcome. It's a beautiful afternoon right here in Nigeria. So I guess all of you are from Nigeria. If you're not from Nigeria, so where are you from? Where are you connecting with me from? Let's get to know each other. Let's get to communicate. Let's get to talk. Let's get to network. That's what we do here. Black man, hey, good morning, my love. How are you doing today? You're so beautiful. Okay, baby. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for the nice compliment. Thank you. Samuel says, what's up? Hi, I'm good. How are you? Akaja, I didn't understand what you wrote. I'm not from there. If you can speak English, kindly write in English so we can communicate. Okay, we have Black Man from Jamaica. It's good to have you. It's good to have you. It's good to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So who else do we have again? Where are you connecting with me from? I'd love to know where everybody's chatting me from so that we can, continue with our conversation. So where are you chatting me from? Or where are you watching me from, better still? Remove pulling socks. What remove pulling socks? I don't understand. Samuel, can you explain? You look so pretty. I'm from South Africa, my love. Can you blow me a kiss? Mwah! Mwah, mwah, mwah. That's kisses for you. That's kisses for you. I'm searching for African baddies. African baddies? You mean hot, sexy African baddies? You want to know where you get hot, sexy African baddies? Is that what you're looking for? I know your head. What's your head? What happened to your head? So you say you want a hot African baddies. Okay, so tell me, why do you need hot African baddies? Okay, is there a special need? Is there something that you're looking for from them? Let me know if I can help you with that. Of which I know that I don't think I know any hot African baddies that I can help you with. So you can still express yourself. Hello from South Carolina. Hi, it's good to have you here, my friend from South Carolina or Carolina, I don't know. Carolina, yes. My name is Uwaoma and you're watching my channel. I'm from Nigeria, so basically I'm streaming from Nigeria. Yeah. Stand up, can I see you, please? No, we don't do that here. You want me to stand up? You should watch some of my videos, my uploaded videos, if you want to see me standing. Okay, from standing up now, you're gonna tell me that I should do 360. No, we don't do that over here. Okay. Let me send this message. uh, uh. So now back to the matter, yeah. So today we are actually going to be talking about rebuilding your life one small choice, at a time. Yeah, we'll be talking about rebuilding your life one small choice at a time. Many a times, we make choices in life that if you're not careful, you're going to feel like, oh, you have committed a grievous sin. You have done that which nobody has ever done. You need to seek for forgiveness because if there is something that you have done that, if you had a way, you would want to, go back to being good, go back to not doing some certain things that you did before. Okay, so we're going to be talking about life choices, rebuilding your life, rebuilding your life one small choice at a time. Nnamdi Anyanwu, hi my brother, how are you doing too? I'm good. Sinclair, so we love your accent. Oh, thank you, please, thank you. Thank you. I'm a Nigerian, no. I don't know how I sound that you say you love my accent, but thank you very much. This is an African accent, I guess. Yeah, because I'm Nigerian. Namdi, hope you're good. How are you? How is the afternoon? So yes, we'll be talking about you know, rebuilding your life. If there is any mistake you have, done, and you feel like you can do better, you can be better, you can achieve more, you can get more. But this video is for you. This video is for you. A minute, guys. 20K lasts. convince her for 15. Okay, sorry guys, I'm actually responding to a message. So, like I said, this episode is titled Rebuilding Your Life One Small Choice at a Time. So, if you ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, behind in life, or unsure of your next step, this season will help you reset, rethink, and rise again. So stay with me for the full hour, because this is one of those conversations that can shift your mindset, can give you another form of thinking, can, put you in a spot where you actually never thought that, oh, you can actually feel this way or experience this. So, yeah, we're going to learn a lot. We're going to learn a lot. Only everything that's I budgeted. Uh, sorry, please. Red lipstick would really look good on you. Thank you, Namdi. Thank you for the nice comment. So I think I'm going to invest more in buying lots of red lipstick since you said red lipstick will look good on me. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna do that. So thank you. Agreed. For yes. So I have a story that I would like to share with you guys. I enjoy sharing stories when I want to have a long talk. I always want to share stories. So now this is a story of a day everything fell apart, and she agreed. So yeah, let me start with a short story. A few years ago, I met someone named Daniel. Nnamdi, you asking me about Reginald Daniels' issue with Ned. Reginald Daniels' issue with Ned. Okay, first off, for you to ask me about Reginald Daniels' issue with Ned, I'm very sure you're based here in Nigeria and you know what is trending. You know what's happening. So now this is my take on the Regina Daniels issue with Ned. Number one, I feel like right now, both of them should, take a step back from each other since Regina says she's not interested in the relationship. They should give themselves a break because I think this week or last week, was it this week? I came across a video of the Ned himself, entertaining some people with his family matters, talking about Regina did this, Regina, still putting this idea of she she's on drugs, she takes drug. This is the thing for me, yeah, nobody actually cares because only when what I feel is, or the feeling that I get with this action is that of somebody that does not even have self control of himself. If you're married to somebody, if you've ever been married before, let's say you're married to a lady and in the long run you guys relationship stops working. I feel it is disrespectful if both of you decide to come online to start talking about your problems, start trying to paint each other bad, painting each other bad. Sorry, why do I have to? How much is it? Then where is my change?
You are not buy for me.
Please, you're going to return it. So I feel like if you've ever been married, you have a wife. If both of you divorce, if there is no relation, if there is no spark again, I feel like no couple should come online to start tarnishing the image of the other person. Regina Daniels has a family. If truly she's on drugs, let the family take her since she has left your home. That is left Ned's home. It is not in his place for him to continue to, tell the media that she has to go for rehabilitation. She must go for rehabilitation. No, it is simply wrong. It doesn't prove that he's man enough. He's, that kind of person that people should want to emulate from or people should want to learn from. I can't get married. If I get married to you and tomorrow along the way we started having issues, I will find it disgusting if you're dragging me online, because most of the time most couples might not really have that maturity to want to respect themselves. So imagine a case where you're dragging me, I'm also dragging you. So right now Regina has actually like stayed low. She hasn't been talking, even though I know a lot of people are expecting her to come and talk and challenge and say this and say that. She hasn't been saying anything, but you find Ned granting interviews, trying to ruin her image. Now, I'm not trying to say that maybe Regina is right and Ned is wrong, or Ned is right and Regina is wrong. I just feel like there's some things that the public does not need to know. Because what I see is this is a man that is trying to just, protect his political career over his family. For crying out loud, this is a lady that has 2 kids with you. If these kids grow up, they start seeing videos of their father, what their father said about their mom, how their father accused their mom of being this and being that. So yeah, that's my take on this. It is totally wrong the way things are going on between the both of them. If both of them say they don't want, that should be done peacefully. Divorce happens. A lot of people divorce themselves. So why are we still stuck on Regina and Ned Brohaha? So that is actually what I feel about this whole thing. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it is just what it is. As you can even see, I keep going over and over again with the whole talk. That because I actually do not like the conversation. It's tiring if a grown-up man is, trying to behave like a content creator by giving out so much information. So it actually doesn't make sense. Yeah. So do you think she was too young to get married? Yes, I think she was too young to get married. She got married at the age of 17. That is what the media says, and that is what she confirmed. So, too young to get married. The man who happens to be a senator shouldn't have even gotten married to a 17-year-old girl. But then he did it. He got married to her. So now the question is, how does he expect her to behave in the long run? This is a Gen Z, for crying out loud. This is a young person that wants to be free. She loves her freedom. You can't expect a Gen Z or kids of these days or children of these days. She's actually not a child again. She's an adult. But you can't expect, somebody to be behaving like an advanced, exposed mother or married woman. So there is some, like, I feel like it has lots of expectations from Regina, which shouldn't be so. Yes, she married at a very young age. But then a lot of people get married at a very young age, and out of 100%, probably it's a 50-50 case. You still get to see some that enjoy their marriage with maturity. So do you remember me? I'm your friend from India. I communicate with a whole lot of people, live unscripted. Have you spoken to me before? Have you spoken to me live unscripted? Anyway, I'm doing fine. I'm good. Chidebere. Hi, Chidebere. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. What's happening today? Hope you're good. Hi again. Sorry I had to go, but I'm back. Welcome, Sinclair's. How are you doing? Welcome back. Yeah, Nnamdi said I'm very right. Of course, I know that I am right. So imagine today now if I decide to not get married, I'll not come and start looking for one elderly man or 50-year-old. So how is he expecting me to behave? Obviously, I'm going to show that I am still very young. I'm a lady that wants to live life. So an elderly person that is coming to get married to a young girl or a Gen Z or somebody that is still trying to figure out life should not, expect so much. Expect so much from you get what I'm trying to say. So, is there any other question you want to ask me so we can continue? How many ear piercing do you have? Okay, I actually have two ear piercing actually. And that's even small. I think I got this when I was still very young, when I was in secondary school actually. And for the fun of it, so since then I haven't gotten another one because I don't think I'm interested in getting more piercing. Maybe in the future, but then I just have to.
See, the lady should book because me, I've not got somebody at the time. She's gonna come. Understand? So she should book that. I guess she's sure that she's coming.
Okay.
And she will also make deposits to the makeup artist. You understand?
Um, kindly. Okay. You said, do you think you would pierce your nose? Eh, anything can actually happen. Anything can actually happen. I might wake up one morning and say, I want to pierce my nose. So if I were to pierce my nose, maybe I'll pierce my nose. Why did they even pierce nose? I have a big nose already. So I would not want to pierce my nose in a way that people not be able to see it. Maybe I'll pierce my nose, maybe here, right? I don't really know. I haven't thought of it, but if I wake up in the morning and that's how I feel. So, okay. I actually love red. Somebody told me black is not a favorite color, but I love black when it comes to clothing. I love to put on black when it comes to clothing, so that's my favorite color. And then, red, and then the Barbie color, pink. Yeah. I don't hate tattoos, neither do I like tattoos, you know. I am indifferent about tattoos, so whether I like or I hate, I don't think it's a thing for me. And I have friends that have tattoos and it looks good on them and they're happy with it, so that's a thumbs up for them. But for me, I don't have it and I don't know if I like it, so of which I don't think that I like it because I don't like pain. So I would not want to do anything that will cause me pain. So yeah. Mm. Sorry, did you happen to be the people that show you? Sorry, did you happen to be the people that show you? Where was your who was you happen to watch people that show? If so, who was your fave? I did not okay. I watched the Big Brother show. My fave was Imisi. My fave was Imisi. Imisi and Kola. A minute. Hello, Ebenezer. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please, I need a favor from you. The frame. The frame is ready.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, the frame is ready. And the frame is currently at
Okay.
Aja. So,
Okay.
if you're going home this evening, I already told him to drop the frame in one of our friends' shop in that Aja. So maybe you can pick it up from
Okay.
Aja and then bring it tomorrow morning.
Okay. Anyone sure I can pick it up tomorrow because I'm not sure I'll pass if I'm going today. I want to get something at this area.
And the problem now
So
is
tomorrow
the
morning
time.
I'll just take it. So you can save my number.
The person
Yeah?
does not open that early.
You know the last time he dropped it to Trumman at their station there, I think so. Where I
Is
to get
it
it.
is the man, is it okay for you to pick from the man? Eh?
It's okay now, no one now.
Does the man have a shop?
It's a company. I'll just go to the gate and call the man. Then that's how I got to the last one.
Okay, sorry to ask, you have the man's number?
After that, I think yes. I'll check
Okay.
our chat.
Sorry for the break. Sorry for the break, guys. Sorry. So I'm trying to make a call. Right now. So if I get your question well, you asked me, did you happen to watch the Big Brother show, and who was my fave? So yes, I did watch the Big Brother show. My fave was Imisi and Kola. I enjoy their siblingship. I enjoy their relationship, their friendship. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. All this work now. I just feel stressed right now. So I believe you're in Lagos. Yes, I'm in Lagos. So back to the essence of my video for today. You guys, you can keep the comments coming in. So once I see a question or a comment, I'm still going to, respond while I also have my conversation. So basically, I wanted to share a story, and I hope you guys can listen to my story. Let me start with a short one. A few years ago, I met someone named Daniel. A few years ago, I met someone named Daniel on paper. He had everything going well, but life did what life loves to do. Life hit him hard. He lost his job, his long-term relationship, and his long-term relationship ended, and his confidence took a deep, dive. You know that most times when if you're in a relationship, your relationship comes to an end, your job comes to an end, there is no freaking way that you're going to be happy. That is life throwing you to another phase. And then you keep wondering, you wonder, what is going on with me? That is what life can do. It is unpredictable. Most of the things that happen, nobody plans or predicted that it's going to happen to them. So he told me, I don't even know where to start rebuilding. So he decided to start, ridiculously small, like starting from the scratch, from the beginning. So he decided to start ridiculously small, one morning walk, one journal line, one task a day, one tiny decision towards the person he wanted to be. This is him trying to map out his life. This is him trying to, do something different, because obviously he has to pick up his life. He has to prove to the world that the world cannot come to an end, because of he doesn't have a job, or he has lost his relationship. He has to fix himself too. And that is what life is all about. When life throws you off balance, you pick yourself up, right? You pick yourself up. So yeah, he had to start all over again, one tiny decisions towards the person he wanted to be. At first, it felt useless. Then the small actions started to, stack up. It started to come to life. Months later, his entire life trajectory changed. It started from small, step by step, process by process, and months later, everything changed for him. Not because he made one huge move, but because he committed to small, consistent choices. Now, the lesson: a big life rebuild begins with tiny actions you take daily. So, now this is me trying to let you know that, yeah, you must have gone through a whole lot. You must have gone through a whole lot. Life must have pushed you off balance. You must have started a business at some point in your life that, you know, this is what you want to do, but at the end of the day, you realize that you're not getting it right. Or let's say you got kidnapped, um, you lost your job, something bad happens to you that, made you to lose all that you used to have, for you to then want to start all over again. So this is me trying to let you know that irrespective of whatever that might have happened to you or has happened to you, it is not your place for you to stay down forever. It is not your place for you to, you know, say because of life did this to you, there's nothing I can do about myself. I have to stay in that one position. No, you cannot grow like that. Phases in life are supposed to teach us, make us learn. The stages we go through in life, whether good or bad, some of them is to teach us a lesson, for us to understand what to do next and what not to do next. I always say this: lessons are meant to shape us, lessons are meant to build us, lessons are meant to, give us a reason to want to be better. So yeah, why small choice matter. Now this is my key point. Small choice shape your habits. You want to stand up, you want to start again, you want to do something special, you want to do something great. Please start small. You can't say because of your type of person cannot go through certain things, should not go through certain things. So after your failure, you have to start from the top, from the beginning. No, you have to start small. Starting small will help you to, know how to handle the things that you have now. Because the reason why most of the time we fail when we make it to a certain stage or a certain level is because what we had then, we couldn't manage it properly, we couldn't handle it properly. So you then now realize that right now you need to fix whatever thing that has been broken for you to get yourself right back and on track. So small choice shape your habits. Habits shape your mindset. Habits shape your mindset. Mindset shapes your lifestyle. Lifestyle shapes your future. Now, an example of lifestyle, yeah, or habits. Now, drinking water in the morning. Every time I'm making a video, I always emphasize on the need of drinking water in the morning. Please drink water in the morning every time you wake up, because that is another way of staying healthy. Most people feel like the best bet or the best way to maintain good health, to stay healthy, is only when you visit the gym, only when you're going to the gym morning, afternoon, night, day in, day out. I'm here to let you know that it is not only when you go to the gym that you stay healthy, you look good. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should do is, after you say your morning prayers, for those that, you know, that you drink water. And make sure that during the day you're investing in drinking water, because if you don't have water inside of you, you're not drinking water, it also has its own health hazards. So we don't want to be going through health hazards. We want our minds to work properly. We want to feel healthy. Please drink water. Clean your space.
Hello?
Wherever you're living, whatever room that you're in, whatever apartment that you're living in, please try as much as possible to clean your space. Always clean your space. They say cleanliness is next to godliness, right? It's next to godliness. Even God himself does not like a place that is dirty. If you're clean, you're literally like inviting God into your space. So how much more your fellow human beings? How much your fellow human beings? So you just have to take care of yourself. What's going on? you just have to you just have to take care of your, sorry about that hinge background issue. So you just have to take care of yourself. Okay. Habit shapes your mindset. Clean your space. If you wake up in the morning, clean your environment. If it's to wash your clothes, you wash your clothes. It's not that you will wear clothes today now. That clothes you wear it for a whole week. You wear your clothes for a whole week. You will not change your clothes. When you go outside now, your friends will be looking at you like, don't you have clothes? Don't you have money to buy clothes? Don't you have money to look good? So, and most of the time too, especially those people that go to work, you go to work, you wear one particular clothes to work, you don't wash it. You don't know that you're causing health hazard to those that are clean. Odors everywhere, smell everywhere. Because you repeat clothes, you don't take your bath, you're like, we need to take care of our spaces, our body, ourselves. So limiting social media consumption too. It's not every time you find yourself on social media putting your mouth in everything that does not really concern you, because most of the time when you're invested in what is happening online, you lose your touch. You lose your touch in the sense that you find out that you're always worried about what is happening online, worried about what is happening in people's life, worried about what is happening in people's life, instead of you to focus on what is to happen to your own life, the stage that you need to take for you to become, for you to be responsible, for you to show up when you have to show up. Now, reading 10 minutes a day, this one now, yeah, it's not really compulsory that you have to read 10 minutes a day. There are some people that 10 minutes is not enough for them. I love to read books, so any book that I'm reading has to be very, very interesting. So I actually can use 10 minutes to read any book. So, but you that you're not a fan of reading, you can try and say, okay, every day I should try and read a story or a novel for 10 minutes. So imagine you have a full book. You're doing 10 minutes every day, 10 minutes, 10 minutes every day. Before the end of the month is even too much. So before the end of the week, you realize that you have finished the whole book. That is you That is you repairing your state of mind, seeing life in a different dimension, relaxing, rebuilding your future, learning from books, learning from real life, learning from people. What about fruits and vegetables? Fruits and vegetables is top notch under the category of the kind of things that you eat. I've always talked about, there's a video that I created here that I talked about the things that you should eat and the things that you should not eat. I talked about how um, a lot of time we're eating processed food like noodles, spaghetti, the likes, and all of that. Now, I'm not saying you should stop it completely, but if you can, that is good. But then, what I'm trying to say in essence is not every time this kind of thing should go to your system. Do natural food. Do natural food like fruits. Get fruits, get vegetables. There are a whole lot of fruits and vegetables that you can invest your money into just for you to stay healthy. So yes, Nnamdi, fruits and vegetables works also. Yeah, you can't don't do heavy food. Most of the time, try when you come back from work late, try not to do heavy food, so you can just say, okay, let me take fruits. Do you get? So I don't know if I have responded to you the way you want the to get to you. Now let's move to the reset triangle. Your environment. Environment plays a very huge role when it comes to rebuilding your life, when it comes to making life decisions, life choices. Your room, your workspace, and home influence your mood. Earlier today, I did a video that talks about interior design and all of that, and how most people, when they want to get a property, they try to get a property in a place where they can work on their interior designs and feel beautiful, feel good. So, because most of the time when your interior designs is not good enough, it's not pleasing, it's not a place where even your friends and your family can come in, it ruins your mood. Talk more of when your environment is not good, when your workspace is not good. People will come into your they will come into your room, they will start smelling things in the environment. Maybe the food you ate, you just chew it anyhow. You chew it anyhow and it begins to smell. You don't know how to cut away your dirt out of the house so that your environment will be good. That too can cause health hazard. You imagine you sleep instead of you to be sleeping for you to prepare yourself for the following day, feeling healthy. At night you'll be perceiving the dirt in your environment. Answer, hi Answer, how are you doing? It's good to have you here. How is your afternoon or your evening or your morning going? Right here, it's going fine for me. So how are you doing? You're highly energetic. Thank you very much for your nice comment. Thank you. So please answer, join in the conversation, okay? And let me also hear your opinion, what you think, what you feel. Yeah. So yes, I'm talking about now your environment, and I said remove unnecessary items around you. Clean your table, add a scent or light, create a morning station. Now your routine, what kind of routine? Have magnetic attraction. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that's a good one. Have a magnetic attraction. So now what kind of routine should you do for you to stay healthy, for you to have a working mindset, for you to stay active? Morning rituals. Have morning rituals. What are your morning rituals? I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments. What are your morning rituals? What is that thing that you know that every morning you must do? That if you wake up in the morning, if you don't do this, your morning has actually not started. So what is your morning rituals that help you scale through the day's activities. So I'd like to know that in the comments. You can also try to do work blocks, evening slowdown, weekly resets daily, um, and now your influence. Who are the people influencing you? What kind of content do you watch? Because whatever thing we watch on social media, anywhere, there's a way it has an effect on us. It's either you're learning or you're destroying your mindset. So yeah, you need to know the kind of people that influence you, the content you watch, the kind of conversations that you have, and the habits around you. That is under influence. So what should you do under influence when it comes to people, content, conversations, habits? Mute negativity. A lot of time we realize that we have friends that are very negative. When we have when something great is happening to us in our lives, and you know um we tell our stories to a friend, let's say somebody that we refer to as our friend, yeah, instead of the person to help us or encourage us. Sorry, I'm trying to make a call. Hello Dozie, good evening. Sorry, I've been trying to call you. I sent you a message on WhatsApp.
Sorry, not pick it to my office. It's my office security. You pick up your phone.
Okay, so he says he will pick it up from there.
No, Allah.
All right, thank you very much.
Alright.
All right, so I'm back. Sorry, this is work related, so that's why I keep getting distracted. So mute negativity. Always mute negativity. We have friends, morning ritual, read my Bible, pray to God, follow NSPPD. Oh, so you're a member, and then drink water. NSPPD people. Yeah, that's a good one. Every morning I always see NSPPD people. They would, repost on their WhatsApp status for people to join. So I've joined the program a couple of times. So yeah, that's actually a good morning routine. It's a good way of communicating with God, praying to God, having your own personal relationship to God, hearing the word of God, everything that has to do with God. So that's a good morning ritual. Then reading your Bible too. Yeah, that's also nice. And I always tell people, anytime you read your Bible, always make sure that you're also going through the 10 Commandments. Because the 10 Commandments, for me, I feel like that is what we need in this life for us to, succeed and then make God happy. So yeah, Bible good, pray to God, drink water, makes sense. I love this for you, Nnamdi. You guys can clap for him. Oh. So yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, mute negativity. I was trying to explain that most of the time we have friends that we feel like they are our friends. Let's say we have a there is a new job, and we want to share the good news with a friend, or the person we call our friend, and we're now telling this person, hi Faith, how are you doing? See, I just got this job in Lekki, this job is this job is that. And now your friend, instead of your friend to be happy for you, your friend is coming up with all of the negative reasons why you shouldn't take that job, or why you shouldn't do that job. That's no friendship. And especially when you on your part, you know that okay, the job is not even as risky as how this lady is painting it, and probably for a very long time you haven't actually gotten something doing, and this one just came, and you want to, but this your friend is the type that enjoys it when you don't have anything doing, when you're suffering, when you're living from hand to mouth. those kind of people are the people that you should shut out of your life. It doesn't help your mindset, especially when if you not have a friend that is the person that is controlling you, telling you what to do and what not to do. So we need to shut out negativity. Follow positive creators. For content, you want to watch something educative online. There are actually content creators that you can go online. There are people that do things on education, there are people that do things on God, there are people that do things on life, there are people that do things on food, nutrition, there are people that do things on what next, on finance, how to make money. So these sets that I have mentioned, there are people that you can find online. These are content that you can listen to, you can watch, and then you realize that you're building yourself, you're building your mindset. Everything is working for you, everything is cool, everything is good. Unlike, you find yourself every time you're always on one app where they are always dancing, you're watching one video that does not make sense, you're watching people gossiping about this person, or let's say there is this gist trending on online. Instead of you to just look at the gist and move on, you're part of the commenters to tarnish people's image. That is not a content that can help you to build, because this is you now investing so much time in things that would not add value to your life. So if you're part of those keypad warriors that spend time in commenting on negative content that are not creative, content that is only going to give you stress, you have to work around that yourself. You have to tell yourself that no, you can be more. This is not what you should do. This is not the kind of thing you should engage yourself in. All right. Sample says hi, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, please click on the subscribe button. Okay, join the conversation and let me hear your thoughts. So the next one is protect your peace. Protect your peace. I think protecting your peace now sums up with all of this thing. Don't be around people that want to cause you trouble. Don't be around people that want to ruin you. Do you understand? I will always talk about friends. If you have friends that are only there to stress you or cause you problem, or to talk about you, you did this, you did that, you did not do this, you did not do that, my dear, you need to stay away from such to protect your own peace. So in summary, you guys can relate it to your own life. How do I protect my peace? What are the things that I should do to protect my peace? What are the things that if I do, I will feel good, I will feel fine? So that is what you should also think about protecting your peace. Samson Udoka, hi, how are you doing? How are you doing, Samson? Hope you're good. Hope you're happy. Today is what's today? Today is Wednesday. Yeah, today is Wednesday. I guess you're doing fine. Okay. A minute, guys. So listed. Okay, I want to quickly do something. Okay. I'm still here, guys. Sorry. Okay, I think I'm back. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, protect your peace. Protecting your peace is important. If you don't protect your peace, nobody will protect your peace for you. Samson, I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. Okay. Now, is there any struggles that you guys have with everything that I have said? Is there anything that is difficult for you to do? If there's anything that is difficult for you to do, please let me know so we can trash it together. We can talk about it together. All right. So, what are your struggles? What are the things that you struggle with when it comes to living a better life, rebuilding yourself? And let me know. Where are you streaming live from? Okay, I'm streaming from Nigeria, Lagos to be precise. Yeah. So that's where I'm streaming from. And where are you, you know, chatting with me from? What was your location? So, yeah, that's great. Positive affirmation. Okay. Wait, I want to understand. Are you struggling with positive affirmation, or I don't really understand what you mean? Because I know positive affirmation is saying good things about yourself, telling yourself that you're good, you're better, saying good things to attract the good things of the universe to come to you instead of being all negative. Right, Nnamdi, you're here. I'm watching from Ghana, but I'm originally from Nigeria. Of course, you're from Nigeria because your name is Udoka. I'm saying it's a routine. Exactly. Yes. Now I get you. There is a friend of mine that every morning when she wakes up, she will say she loves money, yeah? She likes money. So after she has said her prayer, and for most of the time, affirming things is more like a prayer to her. She will wake up, she will say, I am rich. Money is attracted to me. Money is attracted to me like a magnet. Blah, 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 blah. If I step out of this place, good things will follow me. If I go to work, my boss will see me as one of the best. My job will attract good things for me. She says this all of the time, and every time she does it, I'm like, okay, this is very powerful. And to be frank, out of 100%, 80% of the time, she's doing fine, she's doing well, and she will tell you it is because of I say good things about myself, it's because of I affirm things about myself. I do not let people speak into my life. I do not let people speak into my life. I'm the only one who is allowed to say good things about myself. And if anybody wants to say good things, anybody wants to say things about me, they have to say good things about me. They have to pray nice for me. So if nobody's doing it, I'll do it for myself. And yes, I'm going to make it. So yeah, that's a good one when it comes to positive affirmation. And I love that for you. So, and I hope you continue to do that. I hope you continue to do that because that's a great routine. You should be a counselor, I guess so. Am I a counselor? I just love to interact with people and tell them what it is, tell them the things that I practice and the things that I feel like it is right. So if that's what they call a counselor, if that's what I am, that's that in it. So I shared a story that led me to this. So I'd love to read that story again before I read my second story because I have two stories. So I will read this story and then read my second story for those that are just joining me and you want to understand more on what is being discussed, what is being talked about. What's your favorite soup? My favorite soup is okra soup. I love okra soup. Okra or well prepared egusi soup. Yeah. So let me read the story again before I read the second one. So a few years ago, I met someone named Daniel. I met him on paper. He had everything going well, but life did what life loves to do most. It hit him hard. He lost his job, his long-term relationship ended, and his confidence took a deep dive. Now, this is me trying to let you guys know that life can hit you, throw you off balance, the best thing for you to do is not to remain in that same position where life kept you, in that same place where life kept you. When life does you shaggy, eh, tell life that you can stand up, you can do it. Now he told me I don't even know where to start rebuilding. This is him saying he doesn't know where he's going to start from, and then he decided to start ridiculously small. That is from the scratch. And at first, when he started, it felt useless to him. He felt like he was just deceiving himself. Then the small actions started to, stack up. So months later, his entire life trajectory changed. And now it can only change if you pick up the pieces from where you left off. Because in his own case, he did not just relax. He picked up the pieces from where he left off. Wherever life threw him, he told life that he can do fine. So months later, now giving him some months, he is now back and he's telling us that, I beat it. I can do it. I am here. Nothing can push me down. Now, not because of he made one huge move, but because he committed into small things, consistent, and made the right choice. Now, what is the lesson for this story? The lesson is a big life rebuild begins with tiny actions you take daily. So never let life, put you in a particular position and never let yourself remain in that particular position. That is what the story here is talking about. Now, our second story, I'm going to read it. Udoka says, sorry to write you here, but if it will be possible for us to exchange NO ellipses. What does that mean? You mean my number, right? You can write me here now. So if I see that you're a good person, you are. Anyway, how would I even know if you're a good person? But just join my conversation, please. Okay, so if you really want to converse with me, I have my email in my bio. So you can reach out to me on my email. Yeah, your number. I know what that means. So send me a message on my email. My email is on my bio. And please, when you're doing, I guess why you want to communicate with me is because there is something important you want to say. You don't want to say it openly here. So you have my email for you to do that. So now my second story now is based on Amara. Amara is, thank you, Samson. So it's based on Amara and how Amara, rebuilt her sense of self. Do you know how bad it is for you to lose confidence in yourself and you cannot, you know, um, you cannot, come out of that loss of confidence? A lot of people don't have confidence in themselves. They don't have self-esteem. There is this fear of, if I go into this gathering, this person would would step on me. This person would embarrass me. Maybe they'll embarrass me because of they see me as somebody that is not of their level. So a lot of people have this, they don't have confidence in themselves as to how they can stand when people are talking. They have fear. So now this is Amara trying to rebuild her sense, trying to find herself, Now the story goes thus. A woman named Amara spent years caring for others, but forgot herself in the process. Let me stop first before I continue. Now, what does it mean for you to care for others and then forget yourself? I would say this, yeah, in life, if you must, the only thing you owe yourself is to make sure that you are living well, to make sure that you're doing right by yourself. Now, nobody is saying that you should not help people. Nobody is saying that you should not be there for people. Nobody is saying that you should not look out for people. What I'm trying to say is, if you're giving 50% to your family, to your friends, to people you just met, please let it be 50-50. Give yourself 50 also. That if you What kind of stress is this now? Sorry guys, I got a call in between, so it's obstructing. I'm sorry guys, I'm back now. There was a call, so it obstructed my video. Mm, yeah, no, I was saying that there's one thing we should try to do. Hmm? Nobody's saying you shouldn't care for yourself. Nobody's saying you shouldn't care for others. But please, whatever you're doing for others, if you're giving your friends, your family 50%, please give yourself 50% too. I would always say this: you need to care for yourself because the only way you know that you love yourself is you do much for yourself. Because you can only love yourself, you can only love others when you love yourself. Now, imagine a case of um, how will I put it? Uh, you're spending 80% for your friends or your family. You're always doing things for them. You know, out of 100%, you're giving them 80. At the end of the day, you're just giving yourself 20% care. That's not the way to live life. That's not the way to, you know, be somebody that wants to grow. So I'll read this Amara story and then get to you. Now, a woman named Amara spent years caring for others, but forgot about herself in the process. One day she realized she couldn't even list 5 things she genuinely enjoyed. She felt disconnected. She felt disconnected, like disconnected from a whole lot of things. She felt disconnected, tired, and invisible. Now she created a self rediscovery list, one new thing every week. Cooking a new recipe, you know, learning to dance again, sitting alone with her thoughts, trying a hobby. So, a woman, I've already. No worry, continue.
You dey talk. No say you ask me who is that guy. The guy name na talk at you. God.
No say you normally you don't know how to talk. So sorry guys for the interruption. So yeah. So now what did she do? She created a rediscovery list. You know, one new thing every week. This is what she wanted to be doing, one new thing every week. Cooking a new recipe, learning to dance again, sitting alone with her thoughts, you know, trying a hobby. Now she slowly regain confidence, joy, and identity. Now, rebuilding your lifestyle isn't always about money or big achievement. You need to know that rebuilding your lifestyle is not always about money or big achievement. Sometimes it's about returning to yourself, finding yourself. Who am I? Who am I? What am I? You know, how did I get to this point? What are the things that I can do to make sure that, okay, I do right by myself? I am this, I am that. So that is one thing that we need to learn, we need to know. Always take care of yourself before you think of others. So when you're doing for others, if you can do 50-50, that's fine. Everybody's going to be okay. But if you're not doing 50-50, will still not give you what you need or what you want out of life, please do. Most people do 80-20, 80 for themselves, 20 for family and friends. Most people do 70 for themselves, then 30 for family and friends. So in that way, you realize that you're actually okay. You're doing fine by yourself. You're not doing a whole 100% to people, and at the end of the day, you're suffering. You still find yourself, taking care of yourself, showing up for people, showing up for yourself, doing the things that makes you happy. So that's actually what life is all about. Yeah, that's what life is all about. Now, practical guide, how to rebuild your life. You will ask yourself this question: how can I rebuild my life? What are the things that I can do to help my life? What is that special thing that I can do to help my life? What is that thing that I'll do that will make me different, that will make me, stand out? Now, what are these practical things? Step one, accept where you are. Stop trying to put yourself in a position where you're not. There's a difference between accepting where you are and then making sure that that place that you are, you move. Not because you are, you move. So, no denial, no guilt, just honesty. See, this is who I am, this is where I am, no rush. I'm going to take life step by step. I'm going to do this, the way that I know if I do, I'm not going to feel stressed or feel tired or feel overwhelmed or disappointed for having done the things that I did. So, step two is choose one area to improve. We have jack of many trades and master to none. A lot of people can do a whole lot of things, but they are not master to one thing. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Make sure that you find something that you can work on, something that you can improve on. Something that if you know that if you do, you're going to feel okay about it. You know you're going to be a king or queen in it. Instead of investing your time in a whole lot of things and not settling in just one thing, because at the end of the day, you realize that you're not doing well for yourself. Hazan, yes, me again, no. Me again. You can see that I care about you people. That's why I keep coming here. I'm eating biscuits. Eating biscuits. So, yeah, choose one area to improve on. Now, let me give you an example of an area that you can improve on. Your health, your mindset, your finance. Finance is very important. Finance, health, your mindset. Imagine having a conversation with somebody that, the brain touches. The person does not understand life values. The person is not even there to help you grow or help you improve. The person is only just there to bring you down. So yeah, health, mindset, finance, relationships. For those that want to settle, for those that want to have good relationship, if you really want that, invest your time in it. Make sure that okay, yeah, you're learning everything that you need to learn. You're being good for all relationship people. Career. Do you want to focus on career? If that is what you're focused on at this point, pick career. Focus on career. Do right in that aspect. Skills. What kind of skills do you want to learn? Do you want to know how to make dresses? Do you want to know how to make hair? Do you want to know how to bake, cook, improve in one thing? You realize that when you improve in one thing, you see that you're focused. You see that you're focused. Your attention is invested in that one thing, and before you know it now, you start seeing the productivity aspect of what you have been investing your time in. Unlike being here, you will be everywhere. One thing will not help you. Finance, nothing. Growth, nothing, because you're not focused. So work on your mindset, improve on your focus, and then get something that you can do for yourself. Now, step 3 is create a micro action. Walk 10 minutes, read one page. That's how, like, if you want to read, if you must read, do 10 minutes reading every day. 10 minutes reading every day. Now, save 5. When it comes to savings, yeah, depends on the job you do. Depends on what are you doing. You did not see me that day that I sat down here. I picked beans from morning to night. You are looking for work to do.
Okay, I picked
Everything. If you are jobless, you can pick beans. Yes, if you are jobless, you can pick beans. Sorry, guys. Yeah, thank you for following up, Hassan. So that's my sister actually. My sister wants to go and pick beans. She loves to eat beans. Unfortunately, I had already picked the beans, so I don't know why she wants to go and pick beans again. She's looking for what to do. So this is her now trying to improve in one thing, improve in picking beans. Okay, so I was saying walk 10 minutes, read a page or, a whole book, depends on the one that, will serve you right. Save money daily. If you can save money daily, even if it's 1,000 naira, you save daily. 1,000 naira times 7 days is 7,000 naira. 7,000 naira for 2 weeks, 14,000 naira. You realize that you're becoming a rich kid. You're becoming a rich kid. So yeah, clean a corner. Make sure your environment is clean. Make sure you're doing fine. Everywhere smells good. Drink more water. Drink more water. Water is very important. You must drink water. You must drink water. It is a must that you must drink water. Very important that you drink water. So step 4 is protect your energy. How do you protect your energy? What are the things that you should do that involves you protecting your energy? Now spend time with uplifting others. Yeah, spend time with uplifting people. Try as much as possible not to always be the one that will be bringing down people or tear down people. That is very wrong. don't don't tear down people. Somebody is laughing because I don't even say what I want to even say. Don't tear down people. If you know what is best, yeah, if you can lift people up, show them the way, make them feel comfortable, make them feel happy, make them feel wanted, make them feel needed, please do it. Don't tear down people, because a lot of people have their own challenges. Yeah, a lot of people have their own challenges, so the best that you can do is to make sure that you're not adding to their challenge. So it's either you're helping, you're lifting them up, or you're not doing anything at all. So it is what it is. Now step 5 is track your progress weekly. With everything that I've said that you should do, always make sure that you're not just going it all by yourself. You're also tracking your progress. You're also tracking, okay, how far have I gone? What is it like? How am I moving? You know, those kind of this kind of process. So that's the only way you know that yeah, you're actually on the right track, that yes, you're actually getting it right, you're doing fine, there is no problem, there is no this, there is no that. Yeah, so step 6 is celebrate small wins. No matter what, anything you do, make sure that you're celebrating yourself. Make sure that you're celebrating yourself. To celebrate small wins, do well by yourself. Reward progress, not perfection. Reward yourself. Oh, this is how far I have gone. I need to give myself a pat on the back. It makes sense. It actually makes sense when you do things like that. So you just realize that you're actually doing fine, you're succeeding, you're making it. Life is good, life is sweet, life is
Talk and talk.
beautiful. So ask what's the first micro action you're going to start after this live stream. So after this live stream now, tell me what's the first micro action that you're going to do. Let me know in the comments. And if you're following me, please, I want to see your comment. I want to see if you actually, getting what I am saying. All right, please let's make this interactive. See me, I can't get tired of talking. I can talk, 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 talk. I won't get tired. So I just need you guys to, make it more interesting by, commenting, writing your thoughts. Let me know what is going on in your mind. So drop your question. It could be about lifestyle, your habit, um, your mental research, your productivity, or anything personal development. So you can drop a question and let us, talk and see how we can help each other. Now, my final story. Uh, did somebody say? Did somebody just maybe to cough now? So I have shared two stories here, so I want to share the last story here. Now, this story is about the version of you that is waiting. Some of you don't know the version of you that is awaiting you up there, and you don't know that there are certain things you can do, there are certain steps you will take or you should take that will bring you to your full potential, that will get you to that particular place that you're supposed to be. So now let's read this. There's a version of you in the future who is proud of you. You might not know it, but truly there is a version of you that is waiting for you in the future that will be so proud of you, so proud of how far you have come, how well you have done, the things that you have, gathered for yourself, the things that you have done for yourself. There is always that version of you that is waiting for you, that will tell you that yes, you actually did this. So that version of you is not just proud, that version of you is, confident, peaceful, and, living the kind of life that you have always dreamt of living. Now, that version isn't created by one grand event. It's not created by one grand event, it's created by the choices you make today, the choices you make tomorrow, and the choices you make next week, next year. So now, rebuilding your life is not a race; it is a daily decision. So whoever you become tomorrow, whoever you become in future, whoever you become, yeah, that process that takes you to that which you're going to become is actually a stage in your life. It's a process that you need to handle, you need to embrace, you need to say yes. I know that the path might be difficult, the path might not be easy, it might be looking like it's stressful, it might be looking like life is so hard that I just want to get to that point where I have become like I am that person. Life can push you off balance, but you just have to say to yourself that I need to do what's right. I need to go through the normal channel of, how I would become who that I want to become. So that's a process, that's a stage. That's a stage. So rebuilding your life is not a race, it's a daily decision. It's that thing that you say today. That it's either it's going to affect you tomorrow, or it's going to, give you the beautiful life that you have always wished for, always prayed for, always wanted, always, attracted to your being. So yeah, that's a whole lot of information about building yourself. Many people are losing touch of their confidence, their self-esteem. Many people are making decisions that they are not supposed to make. Many people are living life on their own accord because they feel like, yes, to hell with whatever any other person feels, you know, they can do life by themselves, and they feel like nothing bad can happen to them. Any decision they take, yeah, that decision is supposed to make them make them happy. They don't care about if they are hurting another person or not. Now I have another story that I want to share. So now there is this lady. I don't know this lady on a personal ground, but this lady is she's a university student. Yeah, I'm saying this based on life choices now. I'm saying this based on the decisions that people make, and how, you know, some people, they will make these decisions and feel like that is the best thing that can ever happen to them. I don't know if you guys you are following. So now this girl has she has a boyfriend. Is it a boyfriend or a fiance? She has a fiance that is based abroad, and she's here in Nigeria schooling. Every month this fiance will give her 200,000 naira. This fiance will be giving her 200,000 naira for upkeep, to take care of herself, you know. And guess what? Because of lack of contentment, this girl also has another boyfriend in Lagos, and that boyfriend also gives her um yeah, 200,000 naira. 200,000 naira is a big money in Nigeria. Yeah, it's even some people's salary. Yeah, so 200,000 naira is kind of big here in Nigeria. So she now has another boyfriend in Lagos. Remember, the one that gives her 200,000 naira is abroad. Then the other boy, she now has another boyfriend in Lagos that gives her 250,000 naira every month. So to sum the whole thing up, let's say she gets like 450 or close to 500,000 naira every month for just upkeep. There is no contentment to her. She feels like this decision of, you know, I am dating this person and I'm also dating this person, it is good for me, and nobody cares. Nobody would, you know, would know if I am doing anything wrong or right. Okay, because me, I'm from Uganda, okay, and we use shillings. Oh, okay, I understand why now you asked me. So now school is on vacation. Instead of her to go home, this girl went to her boyfriend's place, the one that is in Lagos. And we are all meant to believe that the one that is in abroad is the main boyfriend, so meaning she's double dating. Now she went to this boyfriend's house, and now the main boyfriend abroad is calling her, like, where, like, wanting to have conversations with her. You know, when a lady is cheating, a man would know. The man realizes that the girl does not even want to do video call with her, with him, and when she wants to talk, she goes to the toilet. Obviously, even you that are listening to me, you know that if you're talking to somebody on the phone, that person is there's a high chance that that person will know that you are is from the toilet that you are talking from, because there is a way the toilet sound is. So she then now lied, now said, oh, that they went for excursion, school this, and the guy is like, okay, show me a video of the environment, and that is where a problem is right now. And now the guy is like, you're cheating on me, blah, blah. And now she couldn't defend herself, because obviously she's cheating on the guy. And now the guy is saying that, you know what, if you want to cheat on me, I don't think we can continue with this relationship. And now she's begging for forgiveness, she's begging for acceptance again. You're begging, but you're still in this second man's house. So who now is a fool? So now this is a decision that people make in their relationship. You want to have a beautiful relationship, you want to have a good relationship, you don't know how to keep the one that you say that you love. Your leg is here, your leg is here, you don't care. And now you have been caught in the act. Now you're asking for forgiveness, you're trying to blame the devil that, oh, it's the devil that made you to. What took you from your location to Lagos to come and see a man? So that is life choice. That is decision being made. D- a decision that did not help you, that cannot help you. A decision that is only going to make you sad, only going to cause you pain. Now let me now give another example, another story of there's a part where I talked about where you want to do something for people. Always make sure that you're thinking about yourself first. So if you must do something for your family, for your friends, for your workplace, make sure you're doing it. If you can do 50-50, that you know you will not suffer at the end of the day, do 50-50. But if you cannot do 50-50, make sure you're doing 70-30 or 80-20. The highest must be you. Let me share a story, personal story. Now this one is work related. So I'm a video editor. I also do video editing. So there is this I got recommended for a job for a company to create to do video editing for them. Yesterday I went for the meeting to meet the boss of this company. Now this boss saw me and she was like, okay. Now I'm even talking, I'm even saying this video now. To be sincere, with what was discussed yesterday, I don't know if I shortchanged myself, if I messed up with pricing and all of that. Probably there's a Nigerian here listening to me and you understand what I'm trying to say and you understand the part where I'm coming from. Please let me know in the comment section. So I went for this meeting and then this lady told me that she wants me to be in charge of her, to be in charge of editing videos for her. So I asked her, okay, what kind of videos? And she was like, AI videos. You know, AI is trending now. Everybody is doing okay, not everybody, because not everybody has an insight, a deep insight on AI. Not everybody knows that AI is so powerful. But the truth is, a lot of people are cashing out when it comes to making AI videos. So she showed me a sample videos of what she wants from me, that's AI stuff. And I'm like, okay. And I said, okay, this is fine, that I can actually do it. So she then told me that, you know, that she needs me to make 9 videos every week for her. 9 videos every week. Is it unprofessional for me to say it is unrealistic? Or can I say it is too much? But I actually did not say that. I told her she should reduce the number. Then I told her, okay, I think we can do 7 videos. So 1 video a week. Creating an AI video every day for 7 days. In my head, well, her money is going to speak. It is none of my, But within me, I am not, that is, I know it's going to affect me because I know that I will not enjoy your very, very beautiful lady. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So within me, I know that I would not want to put myself under that duress because I'm the type of person that I cannot give 100% to anybody. If I do 80, you should be receiving 20. So having to work for such a company where I'm going to be creating 9, 7 videos um, a week, I don't think I'm going to enjoy it. But I'm like, okay, let me see how I can balance this. Balancing it in the sense that her money is going to speak. She's definitely going to pay me. Then we came to pricing. The next thing this lady said about pricing was she was going to pay me 100,000 naira. 100,000 naira for AI videos. In my head, What is 100,000 naira? For me, creating AI videos for you, like I don't have work, I don't have things that are important for me to do than to be sitting down doing AI videos for you for 100,000 naira a month. I thought that okay, that's fine. I did not show emotion, so I did not even um I didn't feel anyhow. I just said okay, that's fine, but this is what is going to happen. Yes, AI videos, right? We're going to do AI videos for you. You want to pay 100,000 naira. Okay, you pay 100,000 naira, but the data you're going to be in charge of the data. You're going to be, you pay for data. She was reluctant in data um payment. And I told her, AI has apps. That app, yeah, it is something that is paid for. App is something that is paid for. So you have to, pay for the app. She also gave that thing of why should I, pay for app. Me, I did not say anything. When it got to the time or to the point where I needed to stand up and walk away, I left. And now she's calling me. She's calling me to talk to me about the job. Calling me for 100,000 naira job. Now, I made my decision that I was not going to stress myself with her. I was not going to stress myself with her kind of, rules. So what did I do? I I went back to my office yesterday. I spoke to my team. I told them, okay, there is this offer. This is what. And I was told that, no, that 100K is very, very cheap. If you're gonna be doing such videos for her, you stress yourself, your time, it will not work. Now, this is me now letting you know that most times when we take up offers, when we take up responsibilities on certain things, we have to think about how it's going to affect us. If it's good for you, fine. If you know it is not good for you, that it cannot be good for you, please don't take up responsibilities that will push you off balance or that will destabilize you. Don't do it, because a lot is happening. Most times I just have this feeling that human beings don't actually care about people, what they do, how they do it, how they survive. They only care about themselves and how they can, survive themselves, not necessarily how the other person can survive. That's at the end of the day, when you do a job for them, you see them paying peanuts, giving you just anything, just because they feel like they can give you just anything. So yeah, that is it on building yourself, rebuilding your life one small choice at a time, because we've already established that the decision you make today is what is going to, help you tomorrow, is what is going to, give you this thing of I'm actually doing fine, I'm actually doing well. That's it. Please, I'm coming. We are enjoying your story. Please, let's hear another one. I'm coming. Put biscuit here. You didn't come out my biscuit. So I want to look for give me poster. I will share another story, so you guys should just give me some time. So this is a real life story. This is a real life story of all eyes on you. Thank you. All eyes on me. I'm here. So this is a real life story of a lady. I don't really know her, but I got it from a page. So She's talking about how I went through society rejection but found myself again. So this is a story that I feel like you and me, all of us, we can learn from, right? We can learn from, because I know that definitely there is a time, becomes a time comes in our life where we're faced with some challenges, we're faced with some issues that might lead to depression, sadness, disappointment, and society would not be there to help. Society would not even want to help. Society would not even care about you. So you just realize that you've actually been rejected by the society. Even your family, they are not really there to, you know, want to stick with you, want to encourage you, want to help you. So now this is what she has to say. So, how I went through society rejection but found myself again. Please note, this is a poster story. Okay. So let me introduce the story to you guys first by me saying sometimes, life breaks you into pieces so small that you don't even know where to start picking them from or picking them up. Now, this is the story of how, this lady lost herself in the noise of people's opinions, society expectations, and the silent battles no one ever sees. And how slowly, you realize that you found that there is no courage, and the only thing that is left for you is you just have to rebuild yourself. Now, chapter 1, the beginning of the fall. If you people like story, please, I know that you would enjoy this, so just stay tuned. All right, stay tuned. Carry your pen and your paper to be jotting down what I am saying, because we're all like more like learning, so you would tell me what you think and if you enjoy this. So now, the beginning of the fall. I grew up believing that if you worked hard, loved people genuinely, stayed humble, and followed the rules, society would accept you. But one day, everything changed. So suddenly, I became the person everyone whispered about. I became the person everyone wants to talk about. Everybody's, if I move a distance, there is always somebody, talking about me, saying something about me. So suddenly I became the person everyone whispered about, the one they avoided, the one judged before sin, the one condemned without trials. Now, people I once called my friends began to disappear, like they were nowhere to be found. But you should apply for a television show you can manage. Probably in future I would get one. So now that I don't have a television show that I can manage, hence why I'm using my platform. So now people I once called friends began to disappear. You know how that can be, because I know all of us, we've actually been in a stage, there's been a stage in our lives where people we once knew as friends, they disappear, they're not our friends again, we can't find them. Not even that we can't find them, we know where they are, but the relationship is not as beautiful as it used to be. Everybody is living their life, minding their business. Nobody remembers that there was a time in our lives where we were all eating from the same plate, we were all going to the same church, we sleep on the same bed. gist, every gist that we know that we can just, nobody remembers. And you then now realize that some of your friends too, they are getting married, starting life, relocating to other countries. That is where this disappearance, come into play. Everybody going. So people I once called friends began to disappear. Family members avoided certain conversations. They avoided certain conversations, and strangers treated me like a name on a rumor list. I started waking up every morning asking myself, what exactly did I do wrong? So imagine you getting to the point in your life where you begin to question yourself, asking yourself, what exactly did I do wrong? How did I get to this point? That is when you know that things have actually become hard. Life is not so sweet, like life is difficult. For you to get to that point where you're asking yourself, what did I do wrong? Why is society treating me the way it is treating me? Why is my family treating me the way they are treating me? Why am I feeling this way? Now, it's a question that hurts. It hurts you when the world turns its back. Not because you're guilty, but because you are different. Now, let's go to chapter 2. When the world pushes you, when the world pushes, you break quietly. Rejection is not just a loud insult, sometimes it is silence. I hope you know that. Rejection is not a loud insult, sometimes rejection is silence. Now, the message left unread, the invitation you no longer receive, the seat no one wants to share with you, these are rejections. You send a message to somebody you call your friend. You send a message to somebody and the person reads your message and did not respond. How would you feel? You actually feel rejected, especially when the message shows that the person has seen it. You would feel rejected. The invitation you no longer receive. Imagine your friends getting married. Other friends are getting wedding invitations. Other friends are getting naming ceremony invitations. Other friends are getting networking invitations. Other friends are getting hangout invitations. But you're not getting such invitations. How would you feel? You would definitely feel broken. You would definitely feel unwanted. You would definitely feel unloved. That is what rejection does to somebody. Now, the seat they no longer want to share with you. If you're used to being in a certain gathering, in a certain room, and you realize that anytime you enter that room, anytime you go to such gathering, people don't look at you the way they used to look at you. By looking at you, I mean, you know, carrying you as somebody that is human, carrying you as somebody that is important, carrying you as somebody that, you too, you're recognized. People just treat you like they don't know you again. They don't care for your existence. Now, the opportunities denied without explanation. People deny you of opportunities without explaining to you the reason why they are doing this to you. That is why most of the time, a lot of us, we spend our time seeking for closures that we would not get. Did we do anything wrong? We did not do anything wrong. We don't even know what we did, but we just realize that people are treating us the way that they want to treat us. They don't care about us. They don't care for our existence. They don't care if there is anything difficult that we are experiencing and we want somebody to hear us. So they deny you of opportunities. They don't explain to you why they treat you the way that they are treating you. And every time in your room, you sit down, you cry, and you say, what did I do wrong? That is you seeking for closures. Why is my friend Amara not calling me again? I just saw that Amara posted a picture of herself in a party that we used to go to together. But right now, Amara is going to that party with other friends, with other people. Am I not worthy to be a friend? These are questions. These are things that pushes you off balance, and you wonder if there is a curse in you that makes people stay away from you. Now, the fake smiles that hide real judgment. Have you ever been in a situation whereby you know that this person does not like you, but this person is smiling at you as if they like you? You've heard stories of how this person spoke evil about you behind closed doors. In room where people respected you, this person behind your back said negative things about you. The one you did, the one you did not do. And when the person sees you, the person is smiling at you, smiling with you because of what they can gain from you. And you wonder, what is it that I have done? Why is the world treating me this way? Why is the society treating me this way? Why does it look like everybody has turned their backs on me? So now I pretended I was fine. I laughed on the outside and cried on the inside. I became my own stranger. I became my own stranger, walking through days like a ghost of myself. Sitting in rooms full of people, yet feeling like oxygen had forgotten my name. You know, rejection has settled into your bones when even your reflection becomes a reminder of who you used to be. Chapter 3. When you lose yourself, you hear the world louder than your own voice. You're struggling to find yourself. You can't even hear your voice. You can't even hear yourself. Even when you speak, you can't even hear what you're saying. That's because you've become a stranger. You're alone. So you've become alone. Your own. Your own. Now, I started believing their versions of me. The voice of society is loud, loud enough to drown my own. I started questioning everything, my worth, my purpose, my identity. You know, there were days I didn't want to go out of bed. I just want to stay in the room, locked up, where nobody will see me. Besides, if I stay by myself, if I stay inside the house, nobody will look at me with the bad eyes. Nobody will talk bad about me. I would not have to hear what people are discussing. So why shouldn't I hide away from the world? Why shouldn't I hide away from the society? There were days I didn't want to go out of bed. There were nights I cried quietly so no one would hear. And there were moments I almost gave up entirely, like the world rejected me, but the worst part is I have already rejected myself. Do you know how painful it is for society to reject, and at the end of the day, you find out that you yourself, you have rejected yourself? That's because you have been left alone. You've been left to cater for yourself, cater for your sanity, cater for the things that, you feel like you can't find you. It is difficult finding yourself. Life is so hard. You keep going round, 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 and round. Chapter 4. The turning point, a moment of stillness. Now, one evening, after a long emotional battle within, I walked outside with no destination in mind. Like, I don't know where I was going to or I wanted to go to. I just wanted to walk to a location of no destination. Let me just walk. When I get tired, then I turn back. So yeah, one evening after a long emotional battle within, I walked outside with no destination in mind. I sat on a broken bench under a quiet sky. And for the first time in months, I stopped running. No noise, no opinions, no judgment. just me. And the truth I had avoided for too long. Sometimes society rejects you because you are not meant to fit in. You're meant to do what? Stand out. You're that special that you're not meant to fit in. You're meant to stand out. Now, the rejection wasn't my destruction, it was my redirection. It was a point that I needed to find myself, rediscover myself, know where I am going to, where I am heading to. Now, something inside me whispered, it is time to start again. The time for you. Chapter 5. Rebirth, finding myself again. Now, my healing wasn't sudden, it wasn't dramatic, it was quiet, slow, and deeply personal. So I started doing small things. I forgave myself for believing lies about who I was. I wrote down every dream society told me I couldn't achieve. I created new routines that fed my soul instead of draining it. Now I surrounded myself with people who saw my worth, not my wounds. And I allowed myself to grow at my own pace. I rebuked myself one day at a time, one breath at a time, one truth at a time. And slowly, the real me returned. Yeah, this is where I know that, okay, I'm already finding myself, I'm already getting there, girl is moving. Not the version the society, wanted from me, but the version I had, long forgotten. Chapter 6, the rise of a new version of me. I didn't just find myself again. I found a stronger me, a wiser me, a braver me, a version of me that didn't need society's approval to breathe. I realized something powerful. Rejection didn't break me, it freed me. It forced me to learn who I was without, applause. It forced me to build confidence that wasn't borrowed. And it showed me that my value was never up for public voting. Today, I walk differently. I speak differently. I think differently. I show up as myself fully, boldly, unapologetically. Because I have learned. And that is the best thing that can ever happen to anybody. Learning. Not allowing your situations to break you down, but learn from your situations and, you know, rise. Rise beyond the expectations of what the society think, the opinions of people, or what you think of yourself. Because most times I have seen humans, think lower than themselves, think lesser than themselves. And I don't think that is how life should be, or that is what it should be. That shouldn't be. For no reason, that shouldn't be. So, those who reject you are often the ones threatened by the light you carry. I have said this countless times, most of the time, when you face rejection, just know that these people know who you are. They are actually scared of the power you carry, the authority you carry, the presence you carry, the light that you carry. Because if they come close, they would burn. If they come close, they cannot compete with you. They cannot stand where you stand. That is what you should keep telling yourself. When people look that on you, when people are trying to break you, they'll just look at them and, oh, you actually feel this way because of where I stand. You cannot stand there. Where I would go to, where I would enter, you can smell it. So, and now I shine anyway. The lesson, your story. sorry guys, that was my sister trying to, distract me. Hi Daisy. Hello Daisy. How are you doing? I hope you're good. You know. So now, chapter 7 is the lesson. Your story is not over. If you're reading this and you have ever felt, rejected, unwanted, uh, misunderstood, embarrassed, overlooked, doubted, judged, this story is for you. You are not alone, you're not broken, and you're not defined by society opinions. Do you guys know that society feels like they can shape you or shape us to the way that they want us to be? Probably the way we think, the way we dress, what we eat, where we go to. Society wants to have a say. They want to talk. They want to talk because they feel like they are the only ones that has that kind of opinion over you, and you don't have such, opinion. You don't have such say about your own life. That is why most of the time when I see celebrities that are trending for the wrong reasons, or let's say even the right reasons, everybody is talking, everybody is saying yes, you're right for doing this or being like this, or no, you're wrong for doing this or being like this, and I'm like, somebody's life. People that don't know you, they don't know you, you just feel like you have an opinion about them. You can talk about them, you can insult them, you can call them names, because there is nothing they can do to you. Yours is just to sit wherever you are and then talk, 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 talk. This is me letting you know that if you face such, probably you face backlash from the society, or you face backlash from, online, people that watch you. Let's say you're known somehow. Just know that you're not alone, you're not broken, and you're not defined by society opinions. They can think whatever they want to think, they can say whatever they want to say, they can do whatever they want to say. That is none of your business. So sometimes the world has to push you away so you can walk into the space where you are truly meant to be. That is what you should keep telling yourself. That is what you should say all the time. So, and also say this to yourself: you will rise again and you will find yourself again. And you will do what? Shine again. Because rejection is not the end, it is the beginning of your becoming. It is the beginning of your becoming. Now, the epilogue of this story, remember, all I have been saying is actually a poster story. Okay, it is for me to read, and for us to learn, and for us to, enjoy the story. So if you have any question, if you enjoyed my story, please let me know in the comment box. And if you haven't double tapped on the screen, please double tap on the screen. So now, if society ever turns its back on you, let it. Your purpose was never meant to fit into their limited expectations. So just grow anyway, heal anyway, and shine anyway. Now, this is how I went through rejection and found myself again. So yes, it is what it is. So do I have any question? Is there anything that anybody wants to say to me? Livingstone, why are you laughing? How are you doing, Livingstone? And what's funny? Why are you laughing? It's even oh my god. Oh, I've actually been muted and I didn't know. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. So I think I have to take that again. Thank you, Inamdi, for drawing my attention to this. Please, if you're just joining my live stream, kindly click on the subscribe button, please, and join in the conversation. So I'm actually sharing a poster story that is relatable to a whole lot of people. So if this story relates with you, fine and good, give this video a like. If it doesn't relate with you and you know somebody that it relates with, so still give this video a like. So yes, I've been muted and I did not know. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Nnamdi, for the drawback. Yeah, so I'm going to start all over again. Now this also still is on rejection. Yeah, so society silence rejection. I already shared the story on rejection still, but this is another angle where we would look into. Now, it started slowly. First, the whispers, she's changed, he's not like before. Are you sure they would make it? Then came the distance. People who used to call me stopped. Friends who promised loyalty suddenly, couldn't find time. Family members, it is the beginning. Now, this is the beginning. So the title of this is The Day I Walked Away from Everyone and Finally Walked into Myself. The day I walked away from everyone and finally walked into myself. Now, I want to tell you a story, not because it is perfect, not because it is true. There was a time in my life when I felt like the world had decided I wasn't enough. There was a time in my life when I felt like the world had decided I wasn't enough. Like everyone had quietly agreed that I didn't belong. I didn't fit in. I am not worthy. I am just, I am just there. So some people lose a job, some lose money. Me, I lost my place in the society. Now society silent rejection. It started slowly. Now how did it start slowly? First, the whispers. She has changed. He's not like before. Are you sure they would make it? And now comes the distance. You know, can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can hear me now. And now comes the distance. People who used to call me stopped. Friends who promised loyalty suddenly couldn't find the time. Family members looked at me like I had become a story they were embarrassed to tell. That is how bad it was. I didn't fail. I didn't commit a crime. I didn't harm anyone. I just stopped fitting in. I just stopped fitting into their expectations, and society hates anyone who stops performing. Imagine you used to be a star boy, a rich kid. Anytime society sees you, there is something special about you that society likes, and all of a sudden, life happens to you. Society stops seeing you in that light because probably you being a big boy before, you have stopped giving them money the way you throw money at them. Then you stop buying things for them. They start saying that this one does not have money again, and this one people start staying away from you. This is life. This thing happens. People are only there when it is only beneficial to them. So I stopped fitting into the expectation, and society hates anyone who stops performing. And in this story, this poster here actually stopped performing and things took a different turn for him. Now, when rejection becomes normal, soon the rejection became a routine. Invite stopped. Invite stopped, calls died. I could walk into a room and feel invisible. People are there. People see me, but they act as if they don't see me. I become a shadow of myself. It's as if I just did not exist. That is what it's still trying to say. So if I stop cause that I could walk into a room and feel invisible. There is a special kind of pain that comes from still being alive, but feeling like no one sees you. You're there, but people act like they don't see you. You're crying, you're emotionally broken, but people are acting as if they don't see you. Call him, please. They don't see you. Have you called him? So I tried to smile through it, pretend it didn't matter, pretend I was fine, but every night the truth showed up. I missed being, please let me to short. I missed being chosen, I missed feeling unwanted, I missed being part of something. Now, what was the breaking point? Now, this is a breaking point. I woke up, checked my phone, and realized it had become someone who people remembered only when they needed something. This is what I'm trying to tell you, that most of the time, people are only there with you or for you where it is only beneficial to them. When there is something they can gain from you, they will come to you, they will be flocking around you. That is when they will be calling you their friend. But in the long run, they don't care. They're only there with you because of the going is good for you. When the going stops going, that's when they will know that you're not even in their level, because whatever they were gaining from you, whatever they were collecting from you, they had it has stopped. You have stopped performing. So I woke up, checked my phone, and realized it had become someone who people remembered only when they needed something. So I sat on the floor in the dark and I whispered, maybe they are right, maybe I am not enough. Now that's the worst feeling everybody or anybody can ever feel or should feel. Feeling like you're not enough, feeling like you're not worthy, feeling like you're not wanted, because these are the things that leads to depression. These are the things that leads to suicidal thoughts. So I sat on the floor in the dark and whispered, maybe they are right, maybe I'm not enough. For the first time in my life, I believed it. I believed it because I was alone. I believed it because they were all treating me like I did not exist. I was alone. Hi Sandu Brighton, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. If this is your first time, please click on the subscribe button. Kindly subscribe, kindly like this video, double tap on your screen and like, and join in the conversation, join in the storytelling, okay? And it's good to have you here. So for the first time in my life, I believed it. That moment broke me, but it also rebuked me. What's the turning point? One day I went for a walk. No destination, no plan, no idea where I was going. I just walked. I was just going. And for the first time, I heard something I had been ignoring for years, my own voice. My own voice, and my voice was saying, you don't need them to choose you. Choose yourself. You don't need them to choose you. Choose yourself. You don't need them to choose you. Choose yourself. That sentence hit me harder than all the rejections combined. Because why would I struggle to want to need people when people don't need me? Why would I struggle to want to be in the good book of people when they don't want to be in my good book, when they don't care about me? Why should I care about people that don't care about me? Now, rebuilding myself from zero, I started with small things. I stopped apologizing for resisting. I stopped shrinking myself to fit. I stopped begging for space in people's life. I stopped begging for space in people's life. I stopped entering rooms where I wasn't welcomed. I stopped absorbing opinions that didn't belong to me. Then I began rediscovering the part of me I had abandoned. My voice, my creativity, my peace, my confidence, my dream of becoming someone I actually respected. So that when people see me, they would also respect me. They would also want to be where I am. They will fight to want to be in my presence or in my midst or around me. Slowly, painfully, but surely, I started becoming myself again. Now, this is the lesson society taught me. Society taught me something I would never forget, and which is people don't reject you because you're unworthy. People reject you because you stop being useful to them. The day you stop feeding their expectations, you become different. So then strange, then unnecessary, and then forgotten. But I remember or not, you deserve to exist as yourself. Now, when I found myself, what happened when I found myself? One morning, I looked in the mirror and I didn't see the rejection version of me. I saw someone who had survived being misunderstood, someone who had walked through loneliness and didn't break, someone who finally understood rejection is not the end. Sometimes it's the beginning of meeting yourself. I found peace, I found strength, I found clarity. I found clarity, I found confidence. Most importantly, I found me, the me that society tried to erase. So if you're listening to this and you feel rejected and you feel forgotten, if you feel like you don't fit in anywhere, let me tell you the truth. And the truth is what will save you. You haven't been rejected, you have been redirected. So redirect your step, redirect your decision, redirect your choices. Okay, tell yourself where you want to be and work towards being there. So one day society will clap for you. One day the same people who ignored you would say they always believed in you. One day your name will be mentioned in rooms that once shut you out. But long before that happens, choose yourself. Respect yourself. Believe in yourself. Rebuild yourself. Because society may reject you, but you must never reject you. So, guys, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed today. Today happens to be a very special day because I know that I have spent a lot of time with you guys, and I am super happy to come here, to be here, to have discussions with you people, to share life stories, life lessons, things that you should do and things that you shouldn't do. You know, it's a big deal for me that I have you guys to listen. I have you guys to share. I have you guys to comment, to engage in this conversation, and I love it. So this is me saying thank you to all of you for your acceptance, for your love. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Um, till next time when I come up with another beautiful content to share with you. It could either be on real estate, it could either be on lifestyle, it could either be on entertainment, it could either be on life lessons, it could either be on how to build yourself. Everything in between makes up Uwaoma Iro TV because we cover everything, and I know you guys would not disappoint. I know you guys would always, support the growth of the channel. So before I end the live stream, you guys should please click on the subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button, like, share, comment, give a thumbs up, like the screen, and that's that. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you. Was there a lesson? Oh,
No, that's a lesson.
since.
When you call it, you know.
How can that stomach go?
See your book. See your book.
Really?
Now my stomach. See your book. No, no, stop. Don't sit. Every time they see you, they post now. I'm a social girl now. Yeah, I'm not a social media. Say Nana. Okay, let's go. I did not follow. Yes,
Don't let her deceive you. Don't let her deceive you. So she so you get money. Water don full. So now you dey full that bucket.
I dey tell you now, you see say they joke. I don't know.
Because I was even shocked sef that bucket quickly gets filled up.
So you don't believe me when I tell you say that she dey full and you don't believe me.
Not that I did not believe you. I know what she can do.
No, to say come and greet your fellow worship. Can you carry yourself? Jump, let me see.
What is long? I don't understand. Hello, was not hearing. Yeah, I'm done sharing my story now. It's actually not muted. Shots of corn now. One more look hearts for the addiction. Goodbye. Somebody with me, I just showed us. Can never be sober. Thinking everything. Doing on the body. The way I feel. Can never be sober. Thinking everything. Darling Paul, hi, how are you doing? Everything. I'm fine. I'm also good. How are you doing? How did you spend your day? I hope you're fine though. I'm fine. Thank God for the day. Yeah, thank God. This is 5:55. It's evening already, so the day is already coming to an end. Me, I had a great day. Plus, I've been on YouTube for hours now, just trying to connect with people. Please, how can I grow tall? How can you grow tall? Victor, are you short? Victor Akinyele, please, how can I grow tall? You eat beans now. You eat beans or go to the hospital if they can give you some supplements. So what do you think you would have for dinner? Jollof rice. I'm going to have jollof rice for dinner. I hope you're doing good too. Yes, I am actually. I'm actually doing good. Six two. I'm 6 foot plus. Is that short? You're not short now. 6'2" is not short now. 6'2" is actually not short. You have a good height. Please, somebody should tell him under the comment section if 6'2" is a short height or it's still a normal height. That doesn't mean you're very, very short. I don't think 6'2" is not a short or dwarf forever. Can you guys please say something in the comments if 6'2" is a small height or so? I'm overthinking everything. At times feel like nobody can understand the way I feel because I'm fucked up totally. I don't even leave with company, so I've been drinking cognac. I've been drinking the belly, another for the broken heart. Trade for addiction, for soul that I go by. Look for somebody where they watch my shoulder, so I can never be sober. Can you bake anything? Maybe I can do chin chin. Maybe I can bake chin chin. I learned cake when I was in secondary school under nutrition class. So right now I don't know if I can do cake again. So it's only proper food that I can cook, but for baking I don't think I'm an expert in that line though. You know what I mean? I'm overthinking everything. Sometimes I feel like nobody can understand the way I feel because I'm fucked up totally. I don't even want to keep company, so I bet you can cook now. I'm on a shot of corn. One felt the belly, another for a broken heart. Three for addiction, for so I don't go back. So do you like yes, I love afang soup. Not like I love afang soup. But I did not mention afang to be one of my best soup. I should have added afang to be one of my best soup too because I love afang soup. So if I happen to go to a restaurant, yeah, and they have afang, I go for afang. And why I also like afang is that is it isam they call it, that thing that they can suck that's inside. I love it. Mm, I don't even keep company, so I've been drinking shots of corn, one for the belly, another for. Look for somebody where we watch my shoulders. Do you like fisherman soup? I don't know if I have ever tasted fisherman soup before. I must have, but I don't know. So, and it's not a regular food that I see every time or that I cook. So no, I don't think I'd like it. Maybe because I don't really know it's that much. So. Which African country food would you like to taste? African country food that I would like to taste. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know other than what I'm used to. So yeah. Or is there any African country's food that you know that you think is nice and you think that I would like it? That you can subscribe to me and probably I'll go look it up and see if I can taste it. Over me. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm what, sometimes I'm what, and what's over me? And what's over me? I'm thinking everything. To keep it company, and I've been drinking coffee. I'm not calling.
Where do you get this track?
Hello.
When?
Where do you get this track?
Over me. Yo. Sometimes I'm one. What's over me? I'm overthinking everything. One thing calls me. What's going on? Is that dance? Cause your papa dey dance so. You no go spend any money. Coco, e dey leg work for you.
Things are just unique.
I'm overthinking everything.
Where we went to now, arbitrary.
Okay.
2.8.
Huh? 2.8K.
play.
No, no, the size, me and the idea.
What else do you want to do?
Popman.
If I come out from text, anyone
Hello, salutes. Hello.
You know, sí. Quiere ver, sí. Quiere ver. Quiere ver. Quiere ver. Quiere ver. Quiere ver. Sí. Quiere ver. Ah! Oh, wow. This is something we use in the system. Ah, those days. Good old days.
Abuse. Nobody wants to see you rising. Like it. Eh. Azunto. Now watch me do my azunto. Azunto. Abuse. No, like it. Now watch me do my azunto. Azunto. Bundala.
know what? This food are so white.
Which kind that is that?
This side is fine.
Nice. I don't know what's over me. Overthinking everything. Mm,
I don't have. Yeah, really stressful.
From the first time that I set my eyes on you. And it's come true. Come true. I am a romantic. I am so romantic. 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 Cream is aroma sweet. Cream is aroma romantic.
Now what? I told you earlier.
Show them, let's show them, let's show them.
Line 46.
Show them, let's show them. Making none of them know. Kilo con boys. Even in the waste time, share you don't remember. Oh, Garaya. Show up. Oh, just Sipa. I want like the yeah. My bandana, oh my bandana. Tony fire, we need it. Jima like I want you, guys can shout. I'm ready. I'm ready. Shouting. I can shout. I can shout.
Just like that. Huh? Why did you? Oh yeah. Lucky. You were staying on my phone, carry this thing, man.
I'm overthinking everything. Hey, ma. or should I use the word debate when it comes to entertainment or real estate, or which industry makes the fastest money? So with me, I have Michael Ikechukwu. So he'll be introducing himself, yeah, but this is what I know him for. He's an A&R artist. He's a sound engineer. He's I know you to be someone that takes care of an artist. What do you call that? Artist manager, right? Yeah. So he's everything entertainment, and yeah, we're here to learn a lot from him and then see which industry best work for us. So I would let him introduce himself so we can, hear most of the things that I did not say. Please introduce yourself.
My names are Michael Uwaoma Iro. I am a singer, songwriter, A&R, sound engineer, aka busybody. I do everything. I've been around for a while. Professionally, I'm a songwriter slash sound engineer, but I do entertainment from the conceptualizations and implementations to the back end, everything. There's always knowledge, to be learned and make useful yourself. So yes, that's what I do.
So before I move to the next one, let me welcome Pabs FX. Hi Pabs, welcome to the live. As you're joining, please guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel, and you can also share the link for others to join and learn. So back to you, Michael. So can you tell us how this journey started? You said you have been in this industry for a while now, or for years. So can you tell us how you started? How has the journey been for you?
This is me now. This is the spotlight on me. Yes. I would say it's been ups and downs. It's been exciting. It's been sad. First of all, I would like to point out me saying I've been around for a while. I really have been around for a while. I might look, a little bit young, but I've been. So I've seen the industry change from what it used to be before to what it is now, and the prospects of what where it is going to. So I think I have the opportunity to witness the transitions, and it has given me a lot when it comes to how you see things, how you perceive, how you perspective, and also yes, it has been a wonderful journey so far. I'm sure definitely.
Okay, so can you tell us about the changes? What has changed in the music industry? You mentioned you have been when it started, how it's happening now. So tell us the changes.
Let me put it this way. Coming from back then when the music industry was just, it was for the unserious people, if you get the get it. It was if you're into music or if you're into entertainment, they think you like, oh, you're not a lawyer, you're not a doctor, you're not this, you're not that, you're not serious with your life. It was from there, I think it transcended to the world opening up to the internet and opening up to social media, up to a lot of all these technologies that has actually made the industry as a whole open. Now, a young guy can be in this room and make music and make money off it. Not like before, you have to go through, printing CDs, go to a lab, everything was mechanical. But now it's all digital. You're making digital money, actually reaching out to the broader audience through social media from the comfort of home. So that is one transition that I have witnessed coming from there to now. And I believe it's definitely going further. It's not just social media is, an eye opener for what or for where, the whole journey is going to. So I believe music will open up more. I believe the money will come to because everybody is seeing the importance of social media in their own your own industry. I believe social media has actually impact on real estate platform. So I believe it's going somewhere, and I believe that we should to see it
Okay. So there is this perception that entertainment makes more money. So can you throw some light on that? How true is it? Because a lot of people are into music, into entertainment, and they give all this lavish lifestyle, the way they dress, how they keep up with the industry, how they look. So it looks as if once you start music or once you start something in the entertainment industry, you have to keep up a particular kind of appearance. So it's always giving this, there is money in entertainment. People in entertainment are rich people. So what's this perception?
Well, I'll speak since I'm part of the entertainment industry. I would say there's money, there's a lot of money. But seriously, entertainment is about the lifestyle. It's like it's called showmanship. You need to show off, what you have. The creative, because there's the business side of entertainment, there's the creative side of entertainment. The creative side, for example, which I happen to, major do a lot of things here. The creative side, you need to show in some way or other that what you have inside. And the more flamboyant you are, the more you attract traffic to yourself, the more you attract people that want to say, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I believe, yes, some people might take it too far, by the confidence, amount of money they can spend on one wristwatch. Some of all these top celebrities, which is not a bad thing. But with all those things, all those flashy things, everybody believe there's like a lot of money in entertainment, which is correct, only to your own detriment, because if you're not doing it right, you can be in the same entertainment industry and you will not be making money. So it's not about, let me be flashy, let me be flamboyant, let me drive the most expensive cars, let me show them. The question now is, can you sustain that lifestyle, or the amount of creativity that you've put in, the things you've learned, can you translate it to that flashy or that lifestyle you are showing them? So yes, there's a lot of money in entertainment. There's a lot of money, but the catch is you need to be taking the right steps. So you need to be doing the right things. You need to be with the right set of people, the right minds to let you see how you can make your talents or your gift profitable for you. So yes, there is a lot of things.
Can you speak deeply on the misconception? Because it looks like you're trying to go into it. So can you just tell us a little bit of the misconception about on making money in the entertainment industry?
Say again, sorry, I didn't get that.
Can you tell us the misconception in entertainment when it comes to making money?
Misconception when it comes to making money, because a lot of people believe once you have a song, they believe, okay, this guy has made all the money. For example, if I'm a recording artist, performing a recording artist, and I put out one song that's on everybody's lips, yes, automatically I should be seen as a big guy, or in the words, I don't blow. Now, because everybody's point of view is, okay, he has the biggest song in Nigeria. He has the lifestyle. He's showing us the chains. So what they are saying is this guy has money. But there's a lot of things involved in the back end of things that people don't really see. They might think, okay, this guy has a lot of money, but when you check his splits and percentage and all that, you see he's just making a peanut off whatever is going out there. In your face, he's big, he's like very rich, but in his house, in his pockets, he has nothing. Maybe because of one or two bad deals he signed, or one or two, maybe for example, he doesn't have like a proper, what do you call it, back end. He's with no commission company. He's just doing it. And for example, the song is big and he's not making money. But to you, he should be making money. So that's a major misconception about people thinking there's a lot of money in entertainment. But if
Okay. So recently I met this young artist. Should I call him an underground artist? What do you upcomer? Yeah, those upcoming artists. Yeah.
I call it upcomer.
So
the upcomer talent is universal is the same.
Yeah. So I met him and he was talking about difficulties in making music. So in the conversations we were having, he was basically talking about how he wants to be known, how he wants to be seen. He has good sounds, he has good music. And I'm okay, let me see what you have done. Like, let me listen. So he was then showing me some of his sound on TikTok, making use of TikTok, and he was now talking about how, because he does not have, is it a producer or he's not under a record label, so he's trying to make use of TikTok to push his craft, and that there are times that people do not understand the struggles that comes with making music and being heard. So they just see that, oh, this boy looks good, this boy, they don't know that they don't get money from whatever they are putting out at this stage. So I then now told him, my own advice is, yes, you want to be seen. You want people to know you. But I feel like there are other things you need to, add to this, your craft. You're making use of TikTok. There's something they call face value kind of relationship. Yeah, your account can go live. Yes, you're singing, but can people relate with you on a one-on-one basis? Because people actually want to relate with people. You can start small because what he's doing, he's starting small, but you can't just get to that level so fast when you don't have a lot of backings behind you. You're not under Don Jazzy that okay, you Don Jazzy put you out there now. People would so you need to make good use of your platform. So I talked to him about going live. You have to stream. Just like what we're doing now. People are joining. People will be asking questions. Okay, how did you? That conversation that you're having with them, you're building a relationship. And then the next thing he said is, he does not know if he has that kind of time. You don't have that kind of time, and music is important to you. You want to make the best out of entertainment. You have to create that time for yourself because it is through this life now. You can now tell them, okay, I need like 10 people to jump on this my sound. TikTok allows for people to play music in the background. You can collaborate. So you can be playing your songs and then you tell people, I want you guys to jump on this sound. The first 10 people to recreate this sound will get so and so from me. There are times that you don't even need to go as far as doing giveaway. Yeah, exactly. But people who would naturally like you would create that sound just for them to be tagged to your video. And then he was like, okay, that he's going to try. I'm like, this is what your mates are doing. And you're saying you're going to try and you want to make money. So can you just, speak deeply on that TikTok aspect, like making use of social platforms when it comes to creating music? Before you speak, let me welcome Alvin. Hi, Alvin. Thanks for joining. I hope you also share this video for others to to join in the conversation. You can continue, please.
Yeah, in response to what you said, TikTok, social media in general, not just TikTok. I think, you know, social media has been able to make happen the one-on-one interaction, one-on-one relationship that everybody craves for.
Yeah.
Everybody wants part, directly in part, with being part of somebody's life or part of somebody's craft or part of somebody's. You want to be personally involved, and through social media, through live sessions like this, through TikTok, Instagram, people have actually broken that barrier of, okay, I cannot reach him because he's too far away. Now, if you bring that into context when it comes to promoting your music and how the world has opened up to social media and embraced social media, I feel social media, TikTok, like you said, the advice you gave him is the best for now. Is the best way to go about getting your word out there, because people want to be part of your story. People want to know how you started. They want to be, okay, I saw him, or I've been a fan, from the days of humble beginnings till now. They want to be part of your story. So yes, he's thinking, okay, I don't have enough money, or that your friend, for example, I don't have enough money, I don't have that time. But you never really can tell what your audience or your followership can bring you or can result you, because there's what you call word of mouth, and I believe I have like a core fan base that will actually take your sound or your whatever. You could tag people now on social media. You could send direct videos. They could actually put your music out there for you without you spending too much. So yes, you gave him the best advice through these social media platforms like TikTok, for example, collaborating on TikTok, Instagram, X, everywhere. That is like one of the best way to put the word out there and get people involved personally, in your craft, in your growth, in your process. Yes, I think that's like one of the biggest or one of the best, things that has happened, to every entertainment, sector worldwide. Yes.
Okay. But then, this thing is hard in 2025. So, how hard is it for those that want to be out there to, showcase their craft? There's something I understand about, or I understand about music. If you're not careful, you will never be heard. People will not know, because we already have the big boys that are doing the whole thing. So once they drop, a lot of people are dancing to their songs. Unlike you, that people don't really know you like that. So even in years to come, the big boys are still trending. So it's more like the big boys are not giving, big boys and big girls, they're not giving the young creative the avenue to also be seen as, okay, they can do this, they can create, they can also sing. Because I've actually seen to some young people, they actually know how to sing compared to some big boys in the industry. So how hard is it? What is just one thing that they need to do to be different?
I'll say one word: consistency. Because
Okay.
because um what you put into entertainment, you get like practically half or nothing back. Let me use that word. If you use that mindset, you you get peace of mind. Can you speak in English, Ali? You get peace of mind. The truth is, a lot of people go into music or any sector with the hope of, okay, if I just do this small, if I put in small, my return will be all over the room: money, wealth, fame. Nine out of 10 times, it doesn't happen like that. You need to be consistent. The thing is, you need to music, for example, in entertainment, music is a very jealous arm of entertainment. You need to give music your 100%, like 110, add 10 to the 100, for you to be able, which is still consistency, for you to be able to get returns that are meaningful. I have a lot of other things to say. People coming into the industry now, 2025. I have a lot of things to say, but narrowing it down to one umbrella, I think consistency. The more you work, the more you put in effort, the more you make people see how good you are becoming, because it's a process. The more you're consistent, the more you're learning, the more you are getting better, the more you are being heard, the more you are. So it's just consistency. Yes, you need a lot of money. A lot of money. If you want it to be very fast, because now to put out music properly now these days is a lot of money.
Yeah.
SPs, the promotions on TikTok, on all the social media platforms. Then, if you have your videos, you go to TV stations. If you have a radio station, so it's a lot. Then you can pay influencers to have
That's a lot too. So how much do they now make? For an
exactly.
upcomer, how much do they make?
So it's a lot. It's a lot. That's why I say consistency. Because if you're chasing all that, all the other ones, and you're not being consistent, you need to be good for people to actually value or place a monetary value on you. You need to show them that good before they can say, okay, I want to pay $10,000 for you to come and perform. I want to pay 500 naira for you to come and perform. Or I want to buy your song on iTunes. So you need to be consistent, number one, and number two, and number three, and number four, and number five. Consistency, 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 consistency. That's the way you.
Okay. So now, yeah, you've been in this for a very long time. So with your experience, when we compare entertainers, the ones that they have been there and the ones that, well, let me use those that have already been there. Yeah. When you compare what they earn and that of the real estate brokers, so which hustle do you think is better?
Okay. Knowing
Hi,
that
Arima, welcome.
knowing that we both know that we've been involved in one real estate something somewhere in one point in time. I will speak with that experience and this experience now based on entertainment. I would say entertainment. Why? Because real estate obviously it has to be like a massive capital. It's capital intensive. Yes. And if you check, a lot of people funding the real estate sector right now in, let's use Nigeria, for example, are the entertainers. I'm not talking about the upcoming, I'm talking about the established, the big names, the Davido, the Whiskey, the Philo, all of them, Burna Boy, Tiwa, Ten. The list is endless. Now, trust me, I know like 50 to 60 to 70% of all these top guys has one or two investments in real estate. It's 100% possible. Yes, so I would say, yes, there's a lot of money in real estate, obviously. How fast you can turn around your ROI and the rest of it.
Yeah.
And all that. When the money comes, it comes with a bang. But I feel the people or the channel that is presently fueling the real estate sector is the entertainment sector. Yes, so I would aim more on the entertainment sector if I want to pick a hustle. Not because I don't respect or I don't understand how, there's a lot of, inflow of money in the real estate sector, but I think based off my experience on the entertainment or in the entertainment sector, I think I would go with the entertainment guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can beat my chest and say that the entertainers, those in the entertainment industry, the musicians, even with what you do, sound engineers, A&R, your jobs most times can be seasonal, right? Yeah, there are times that there is work and there are times that, okay. Yeah, so how then can the inflow, how will I put this now? How can the inflow be consistent? Because there are times the industry is quiet and there are times the noise is there. So is it at that point where there is so much buzz about, okay, this is what is trending that you people make money from, and then you have to wait till, let's say, another time? Because by the time you're trending, because here in Nigeria, I noticed if you bring out a song, your song is most likely going to trend for, depends on how good your song is. It's going to trend for like 3-4 months or more, but not the whole year. Because at that point it's trending, another artist is already cooking something, and let that artist now be somebody that is very known, or let's say Arasta now. Everybody knows once Arasta drops, it's topping the charts. So can you just, tell me how they keep this inflow thing coming when their song is not, when people are not streaming their song, or is it something that whether they stream or not, they are getting their money?
Well, I think it's relative though. I would say, um, when people are actually, embedded in your talent for that moment, and they're giving you all the you are too much. All the shows are coming. You have perform. Your weekends are booked. Your weekdays, rehearsals. You're just active. You have like the biggest song in the country or the biggest song in the world. It's very possible. Now that would be a very good time to use your head, because entertainment is not always, you know, you are everywhere, you are singing, you are on stage. I remember back then, the artists from back then, the Band KW, the Two Faces, a lot of them, they they are not on stage now. They are not all over social media. They don't have the biggest songs anymore. But back then, they had the biggest songs. They were like untouchable. Yeah. And down the line, now they are no more like that. Let's assume they did not invest, or they didn't use their head to invest properly. Now there will be nothing to write about, obviously. So I feel basically is when you have that much attention, or when you have things going for you, that is when they can come to you guys, the people like you, the real estate guys, wherever, and invest their money, because trust me, when the money comes, it comes a lot. And if you're not careful, you get carried away with the lifestyle and you spend and you blow up all your money, all your savings. But if you have investments, for example, things you have like a club, or you have like a restaurant, or you have like maybe a hotel or something that would bring in that daily income or that monthly income, you get, that is fine. That is one aspect. Then another, aspect to respond to your question of what do you do when the money is down. I feel if you don't have a proper back end um, arrangement, your publishing and everything, if it's not on check, then you have a problem, because there are some checks or some money that comes in, that mechanical royalties, that sync licensing royalties. There's a lot of money behind the scene. A lot of people don't even know about as an artist, but if you have the knowledge and you have your things checked, you have your lawyers checked, everybody is on ground. When you, for example, you are not in their faces or everybody's faces as the guy with the top song in the country, you're still making your money quarterly, because people are still streaming your songs. 2 years, you're still making your money. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you're still getting checks. For example, you have like 5 big songs for, let's say, the past 2-3 years. you can still be making money off how people stream your songs, because people will always want, your fans will always want to know that your old songs can be revived. Take, for example, Scales. Scales had a very massive hit back then, Shake Body. Beautiful song. He went with the time, and all of a sudden, a young footballer from Barcelona casually picked up the song and danced to it. And before you know, the same song, the same artist is back in the limelight and is everywhere. Now, let's assume that song, the Shake Body song, was not properly registered or was not properly, done, so he has his percentage and all that. But let's assume he just put out that song for free without, doing all that. And the song is this big now. Trust me, he will not make a dime from that song. But if, let's assume, because I know Skills personally, I know he was not doing, or he is not doing bad, even after that song and previous song and subsequent songs that went by. But when the song came back, it actually brought him back into the limelight more than before. So it's not just when you're not in their faces, you're not making money. You can be making passive incomes on the side for as long as God knows. You get, for as long as people are streaming your songs and people. So it's not just always, as long when there's a lot of money or when there's a lot of money. You can still make money if you are well, if you have your structure in check, you have everything in check. You can still be making money passively. So yeah, that's how to succeed on that aspect.
Yeah. It's safe to say that entertainers are not just doing the whole glamour thing. At least not the ones in 2025, but the ones before. Because most times when I come online and I see one popular person that I used to know when I was growing up, he's crying, he does not have money, there is one health challenge or the other. Then I'll be like, this man that is very popular, so how did he manage his investment, his funds? Maybe he did not even invest at all. So I guess our entertainers of 2025 are not just giving us lifestyle vibes, they are also investing in business. According to you, they are the ones funding the real estate. So that's cool. You have a question under the chat box.
Okay.
I think you should respond to that.
You just read it out because my phone is.
Oh, so I have to read it?
Yeah, just read it out. I can't really see the questions.
Okay, so this question is from Aidan, and he says, as an A&R person or artist manager, how do you make money in the entertainment space?
Okay. Like I said, I am more of a songwriter engineer than A&R and all that, but I've been privileged to do artist development and a couple of other things around the industry. So at least I have knowledge on that. So to reply that, how do artist managers or how do A&R make money? I think A&Rs are like a major arm of the entertainment industry because they are basically taking, or definitely they can spotlight talents, raw talents, get them from ground zero to 100 based off, word of mouth, based off their connections, based off their experiences, based off. They can do a lot for an artist or for a young upcoming artist. So if it's the ones that are smart of these days, what they could do is get an agreement with a promising act that under their belt and have an agreement. And when you have a proper distribution deal or when you have a 360 deal with every label, I have a cut. To do that, you could have an agreement. If you see a lot of people I know, are doing it and you still do it. But for those established or those seasoned A&Rs and artists, managers and all that, they can do that. But for those that are just coming into the A&R industry or artist management industry, you just need to put in more work, more resources, more finances if that is what you want to do. Because you won't really start making money like that until you've actually, contributed your quota to that aspect. Yes, so I feel the best way to do it is be smart about it. Definitely, you would encounter a lot of all these great artists that are raw materials that are just there, and want to be heard. So the best you could do is try as much as possible to get them out there as much as you can with your influence and have an agreement with them. That's like one of the top ways. Right?
Okay. Aiden, I guess your question has been answered. Please keep up with the questions. You guys can ask more questions. You stay here. We have little time before he disappears, you know. So, back to you. Has there ever been a time where you felt like, this industry is, I want to quit, I'm tired, there is a lot of stress in it, having to do this and do that, the kind of result that you're looking for, it's not coming. And every year we've done 2020, 2021, 2023, 4, we're in 2025. There is always this New Year resolution, and I'm very sure you have one for yourself. So when you look at it, you're not getting that thing you said, I want to at this point. How do you feel? Do you feel like quitting? Do you feel like I want to pack my bags?
If I've ever felt like that before, that was
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, yes, because I think everybody has their ups and downs moments in life. It's never anybody that says, he has had it rosy from day one till now. Show me that person and I'll tell that person you're a liar. You're a big liar. Because, of course, there will be times where, what you're doing, or when you're putting too much effort, or all you're putting your 100 and you're getting just 5% back or 2% back, is discouraging. I know everybody has that time or has been that, so I can't really sit and say, I've been having it rosy. It's not possible. So yes, there are times that I have been down, I have been confused, I have you know this matter now. You know.
I don't know.
Yes. But I think what really helped me, let me advise personally now, what really helped
That's
me.
What motivates you, or what is motivating you to continue?
What still motivating me till now?
Yes, okay.
And I always tell myself that I feel everybody should, not everybody, okay, if you want to, freedom of expression. If you want to, I feel what really helped me was, I always tell myself, it always adds up. That's me personally. I'll explain. There's a little drops of water does what? Now, exactly, when you're putting in those tiny drops, those little drops, to you, you're not doing anything. To you, you're not making back your money. To you, nobody is seeing you. Nobody actually tweets back to you and say, "Oh God, I saw what you did. Your song was this. What you did." There's no encouragement. There's nothing. And if you stop, that is where you missed it. But if you keep adding, doing this, doing that, showing up for this, doing whatever you can to make the best, out of what you're doing, it will all add up to something big. That is what actually helped me. That is what is still helping me. And that is what will continue helping me, because you will never take away the sad days or the, oh, I wish I did this better. I would have been this. I would have been here. There will be days like that. But the consolation you can give to yourself is telling yourself, guy, okay, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. Put them together. Not bad. I need to do more, do more. Before you know, by the end of the year, if you look back at what you, for that year alone, you'll be like, God, how come? Yes, the returns might not be coming, sorry, the returns might not be coming as expected. But if you keep telling yourself, it will add up, or it all adds up. There is no way when you're consistent at the end of the day, you look back, you will not see accomplishments, you will not see income, you will not see fame, you will not see whatever. You get my point. But if you put in, and you stop halfway, you missed it already. So yeah, that's what helped me.
Okay. We have lots of artists, I might go online now, go on Instagram, and I see one artist that I don't know, even the ones that I know, they have bought a Benz, they have bought a house, they have bought a house, or they've gotten themselves a yacht, or they'll tell you that they have a private jet. They're always buying, and you have talked about how entertainment is a showbiz. You have to show, let people see. So when people see that, you spend, you take care of yourself, you have money, you're this, you're that, maybe that is how they can relate with you. Small, you're a big guy, yeah. So, but for me, I feel like most of the time, I'm not trying to talk like Gengen now, yeah. They don't have this they don't have this financial education around, their money. Can you throw some light on that? Do you think a lot of entertainers are educated enough when it comes to finance?
I think that's a